Hi everyone, Rukshan here, and I just wanted to bring to attention this video from New South Wales. It's a video of a disturbing arrest, again, of people who are working in the capacity of independent media. This time by like a counter terrorism squad of all people, which looks like, using excessive, abusive tactics to intimidate this gentleman.
No, I'm allowed to film it though. No, I'm allowed to film it.
No, you're not, because you're under arrest.
Could you film
I'm allowed
this?
to film
Could
it.
you film this, Mum?
You can film it, that's
Yeah.
okay, but you're not allowed to, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to. No, Mum, you can take my... No, you can take my phone. No, take my phone. Take my phone. Don't do
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're giving away evidence and trying to run away with it. Yeah? Don't run off with evidence. Okay? Who are you doing this? You're going to win. Jesus Christ.
I'm calling.
Where is it? Film this. Make
What
sure
the
you don't
fuck?
mind, film it. This is bizarre.
This is not Australia.
Yeah, it's Mark Davis.
Have you got the number? You hurt a 51-year-old woman. You knocked
I
me
tripped over.
You killed my dog.
I tripped
who's
over.
old.
Okay?
No, you did not.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
pushed your way. You pushed
No,
me
no,
down.
I tripped over.
You
That's
assaulted
whatever it was.
me. You assaulted
Okay.
me. You
No, I didn't.
just assaulted me. I've got
did.
witnesses.
We told you
I've
to
got-
hand over the phone.
I have got witnesses.
You handed it to her. I tripped over you.
You
That's
pushed
what
me
happened.
down in my own home.
No, I didn't.
You
I
absolutely
tripped over.
environment.
That's all.
If you do anything to my son, you will pay.
You can't do this in Australia.
Sorry?
You can't just take someone in Australia like out of their house.
Make sure you don't lose it. That's all. I just want to make sure it's filmed.
I am.
On record. So
I just got assaulted.
Yeah, I know. Send
So,
it to Messenger. I think
Who do I ring for that?
Because I go to the con, I walk past on Barilaro every day, Mum. Because I go to the... When I was seeing Carl Vine.
You know what your son did today?
You don't know?
No, I want to
You don't want to know?
legal representation. What did he went to university. He went into
This particular producer works with Friendlyjordies, or Jordan Shanks, who is a YouTube journalist / comedian / content creator, whatever it is that people fit into these categories as. Now, Friendlyjordies is not someone who I'm aligned with in a political, ideological sense. I enjoy his content because I find it funny, the same way that I make memes and jokes and things like this, and mix that up with news and all these kind of things. Like this is what Friendlyjordies does as well, on a much larger scale, because he's got a much bigger and larger following. So I'm not a massive supporter of his work in the sense that I agree with it ideologically. This is the guy that sits down occasionally with Kevin Rudd and gives that loony a platform. Despite all these differences, the principles still remain the same. We should not have police intimidating people who are working in the media, particularly when there's a lawsuit with the Deputy Premier of New South Wales, John Barilaro, who is involved in this, what seems to be like a frivolous, nonsensical lawsuit with Friendlyjordies because he's offended by some of the content in the videos that this Friendlyjordies has made. So, do we really want to live in a country or in states in Australia where politicians get annoyed that people are criticizing them in the public sphere based on publicly available documentation, making valid points about certain connections they've got with certain businesses or certain dealings they've had in the past, asking legitimate questions sometimes. Should we really want to live in a country where when that happens, the politicians start with, we're going to sue you, we're going to take you to court, And then when that kind of escalates a bit further, when you kind of, stand your ground, or you make your case, or, you defend yourself in any whatsoever that you choose to do within the bounds of the law, should then the police or be sending to your house a counter-terrorism squad, to arrest you for something that is, not a massive deal in the grand scheme of things. And it looks like it was also based on some sort of a falsified evidence, in the sense that the actual story that was told to the police for this particular stalking charge that the police went to the house for, was part of it was kind of made up. It doesn't make any sense. And then the other problem is even the bail conditions that have been set for this producer who was arrested in the video. It's really strange bail conditions. You can't, post images of this guy. You can't comment on him publicly. This is like a gag order from some sort of, tin pot despot dictator in some, Latin American country, or in Asia somewhere. This is something that Kim Jong-un would do, like, oh, you can't defame me in public and say these things about me, and I'm going to use the law on my side because, I don't like you talking about my politics in public. Anything you say is defamation because I say so. So it's just like this really weird story. But yeah, I found that arrest footage very confronting. Let me know your thoughts. Like I said, again, I'm not politically aligned with this Friendly Jordies guy, but the principle still stands, because one day it could be me, one day it could be you. It's any kind of journalist, anyone that's in this field today now can be under these attacks from our politicians and our leaders. We should be able to freely engage with the public and question them, question their motivations, question the deals they make, question their history and their past, because it's all in the public interest. When these politicians are in parliament, they get so many privileges to be able to talk candidly and freely about people without any consequences. So we need to have that same kind of balance there to criticize them when they do things. And to think that the police state would be used against the free press, against, to protect themselves from criticism, they become a protected class. That's so wrong. And we should fight that always, regardless of the side that we're fighting for. Thanks for watching the video, and I'd love to see your thoughts on this.